Hello, my amazing learners. I'm beyond thrilled to be with you today because what I'm about to share can completely change the way you speak English. I know many of you are eager to speak more fluently and confidently, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that using a technique that has helped countless learners around the world. This method is simple but incredibly powerful. And the best part is, you can start using it right away. I'm talking about the shadowing method. This technique can help you speak English more naturally, with better pronunciation, and with much more confidence. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck, this is the video for you. Stick with me, and I'll show you how to take your speaking skills to the next level. What is the shadowing method? Let's start by talking about what the shadowing method actually is. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native speaker and repeat everything they say immediately. This means you're essentially shadowing their voice, mimicking their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. The goal is to copy them as closely as possible. But here's the key. Shadowing isn't just about repeating words. It's about training your brain to think and speak in English automatically. It helps you develop better pronunciation, improves your fluency, and boosts your listening comprehension. Most importantly, it helps you sound more like a native speaker and less like someone translating from their own language. If you've been struggling to improve your speaking skills, the shadowing method is the perfect way to push past those roadblocks. It's like working out for your speaking muscles. The more you practice, the stronger your speaking will become. Why is shadowing so effective? So, why is shadowing such an effective method for improving your English? Let's break it down. 1. Improved pronunciation. When you shadow, you're copying the way native speakers pronounce words. Over time, your pronunciation will become much clearer, and you'll sound more natural when you speak. 2. Better listening skills. Shadowing helps you improve your listening comprehension. You're listening closely to the speaker's voice, intonation, and pronunciation, so you start understanding how the language flows in real conversations. 3. More confidence. When you repeat after a native speaker, you gain confidence in your speaking abilities. You get used to speaking out loud, and you stop worrying about making mistakes. As a result, you'll feel more comfortable using English in everyday situations. 4. Helps you think in English. By shadowing, you're training your brain to think in English. This is crucial because when you think in English, it's much easier to speak spontaneously and naturally without translating from your native language. 5. Develops real-life English skills. Shadowing doesn't just teach you grammar rules or vocabulary. It helps you practice English the way it's actually used in real conversations. You'll learn how to use phrases, expressions, and sentence structures that are common in everyday speech. How to use the shadowing method. Now that you know why shadowing is so effective, let's dive into how you can use this method to improve your English speaking skills. Step 1. Choose the right material. First things first, you need to choose the right material to shadow. Ideally, pick something you enjoy and something that matches your level of English. You can use podcasts, TED Talks, TV shows, YouTube videos like you are listening now, or anything that features native English speakers. For beginners, I recommend starting with short, simple conversations or children's shows because they'll help you get used to basic vocabulary and sentence structures. For intermediate or advanced learners, feel free to use more complex materials like news programs, interviews, or documentaries. Step 2. Start with short segments. Don't try to shadow entire long speeches right away. Start with short segments, a few sentences or a short paragraph. This way, you won't feel overwhelmed and you'll be able to focus on mastering smaller chunks of language at a time. For example, start with 1 or 2 sentences, listen carefully to the speaker, and then repeat exactly what they say. Try to match their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. Even if you don't understand every word, don't worry. Just focus on getting as close to the original speaker as possible. Step 3. Focus on pronunciation and rhythm. When you shadow, don't just repeat the words. Pay attention to the speaker's pronunciation and the rhythm of their speech. English has a specific flow and rhythm, and by mimicking this, you'll sound more natural when you speak. Listen to how the speaker stresses certain words, how they pause between phrases, and how their voice rises and falls. Try to imitate this. The goal is to copy the speaker's natural flow rather than just focusing on the individual words. Step 4. Slow down the audio. If you're having trouble keeping up with the speaker, don't be afraid to slow down the audio. Most apps and platforms allow you to adjust the speed. Start at a slower pace and gradually increase the speed as you get more comfortable. This will help you practice at your own pace while still challenging yourself. Step 5. Record yourself. One of the most powerful things you can do when shadowing is to record yourself. This allows you to listen to your own voice and compare it with the original speaker. It will help you identify areas where you need to improve and track your progress over time. Try recording a short segment of yourself shadowing, then listen to it. Do you sound clear? Are you matching the speaker's rhythm? What can you improve? By doing this regularly, you'll start to see where you need to adjust your pronunciation or intonation. Step 6. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The key to mastering shadowing is consistency. You need to practice regularly to see results. Try to set aside time every day. Just 15 to 20 minutes of shadowing practice is enough. The more you repeat, the more natural it will feel. Eventually, you'll start to sound just like the native speakers you're mimicking. Here are a few extra tips to make your shadowing practice even more effective. Start with familiar material. If you're shadowing a podcast or a video, try to choose something you're already familiar with. This will make it easier to follow along and help you build confidence as you practice. Use subtitles. If you're shadowing a video, consider using subtitles, first in your native language and then in English. This will help you connect the sounds to the words, and it will improve your understanding of what's being said. Shadow at different times of the day. Try to practice shadowing at different points during your day. Maybe you shadow while you're on your commute, while you're cleaning, or during your lunch break. The more you incorporate it into your daily routine, the more natural it will become. Common mistakes to avoid. While shadowing is an amazing technique, there are a few common mistakes I want you to avoid. 1. Don't stress over every single word. Remember, shadowing is about mimicking the flow of speech, not about perfection. Don't worry if you don't understand every word or if you make mistakes. Just keep practicing. 2. Avoid overloading yourself. It can be tempting to try to shadow long, difficult segments, but that can be overwhelming. Start with short, manageable pieces and build up over time. 3. Don't rush. Take your time. It's better to shadow slowly and correctly than to rush through a passage and make mistakes. Focus on quality, not speed. The shadowing method is an incredibly powerful way to improve your English speaking skills. It's simple, effective, and something you can start doing right away. Whether you're a beginner or advanced learner, shadowing will help you speak more naturally, improve your pronunciation, and boost your confidence. Now, let's talk about something really exciting and important for your English learning journey. Have you ever wondered why it feels so difficult to express yourself in English even when you've learned the words and grammar? Well, the answer is simple. Speaking fluently in English isn't just about your knowledge. It's about training your brain to think and respond in English. Yes, you can actually train your brain, and in this video, I'll show you actionable tips to help you do just that. And you'll feel more confident and ready to practice speaking English fluently. Are you ready? Grab a notebook, take notes, and follow along. Tip number 1. Think in English. The first and most important step is to start thinking in English. Now, you might be wondering, how do I do that? It's actually easier than you think. Start small. For example, when you're going about your day, describe what you're doing in English. If you're drinking coffee, think in your head, I'm drinking coffee. It's warm and delicious. If you're at the grocery store, name the items you see in English. Apples, milk, bread, eggs. The more you do this, the more natural it will become for your brain to shift from your native language to English. Carry a small notebook or use the Notes app on your phone. Whenever you get stuck and can't think of a word in English, write it down. Later, look it up, learn it, and try to use it next time. Tip number 2. Practice speaking, even to yourself. The second tip is to speak as much as possible, even if you're alone. Speaking aloud trains your mouth and brain to work together in English. You can do this by narrating your thoughts, pretending to have a conversation, or even describing your daily routine out loud. For instance, when you cook, say, I'm cutting vegetables. Next, I'll boil water. Another great trick is to look in the mirror while you talk. This helps you see how your mouth moves and makes you feel like you're talking to someone. It might feel silly at first, but it's a fantastic way to practice. Use voice memos on your phone. Record yourself speaking about any topic, then listen to it. This will help you notice areas where you can improve, like pronunciation or fluency. Tip number 3. Focus on listening skills. Did you know that listening and understanding better can improve your speaking skills? They're connected. Think about it. When you listen carefully, you pick up on new phrases, pronunciation, tone, and even the rhythm of the language. To train your ears, watch English TV shows or YouTube videos like this one. Start with subtitles if you need to, and then gradually try to watch without them. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks in English while you commute or relax. Shadow what you hear. Shadowing means repeating sentences after a speaker as closely as possible. For example, if you're listening to an English podcast or a character says, "How's it going?" Pause and say it just like them. This will improve your pronunciation, intonation, and confidence. Tip number 4. Expand your vocabulary. Here's the thing, when we speak, we sometimes pause or hesitate because we don't know the right word. That's why it's important to grow your vocabulary. But don't just memorize long lists of words. Focus on learning practical, conversational vocabulary that you can actually use. For example, instead of learning the word terminate, focus on its simpler alternative, end. Always aim for words and phrases you're likely to include in your daily conversations. Think about the things you commonly talk about in your life and learn words related to those. Write new words in a sentence to understand how they're used. For example, don't just learn the word beautiful. Write a sentence like, "The sunset is beautiful." Then speak it out loud a few times to remember it. Tip number 5. Create an English environment. To train your brain, you need to immerse yourself in English as much as possible. Don't worry if you don't live in an English-speaking country. You can create your own English environment anywhere. Change the language settings on your phone or social media apps to English. Try reading English books or articles. When you surround yourself with the language, your brain naturally adjusts and starts thinking in English. Make a habit of talking to your friends, family, or anyone you trust in English. If they don't speak English, find an online language partner. There are many apps and platforms where you can connect with native English speakers or other learners. Tip number 6. Practice consistency, not perfection. Finally, remember that fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process, so don't be afraid to speak up. Schedule a little time every day to practice English. Even if it's just 15 minutes, make it a daily habit. Read, listen, write, and most importantly, speak every day. Over time, you'll notice that thinking and speaking in English becomes much easier. Reward your progress. If you've been practicing all week, treat yourself. This keeps you motivated and makes learning fun. Thank you so much for joining me today, my amazing learners. You've learned about the shadowing method and how it can transform the way you speak English with clearer pronunciation, improved confidence, and natural fluency. But remember, the magic of this method lies in one thing: consistent practice. Make it a part of your daily routine, even if it's just 15 minutes a day, and watch yourself grow into a confident English speaker. If you're feeling inspired, start small. Pick your favorite video, podcast, or speech from a native speaker, and just try shadowing a few sentences. Over time, you'll be amazed at how these small steps lead to big progress. And don't forget, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn and improve. If you found this lesson valuable, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And for more tips, techniques, and motivation to take your English skills to the next level, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of my upcoming lessons, designed to help you thrive. I would also love to hear from you. What are you most excited to try with the shadowing method? Or maybe you have already started using it and have noticed results. Drop a comment below to share your experience or ask any questions. Your learning journey inspires me, and I love being part of it. Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and never stop believing in yourself. Your English speaking goals are within your reach, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.